In this video, we'll explore two workflows to help your organization close communication gaps and speed up response times by integrating Feedly and Microsoft Teams. As a note, to set up webhooks, which is required in Microsoft Teams, you might need to contact your company web admin or security administrator to be able to actually go through with this workflow, but I will show you the outline as if I already have approval. So the first workflow that we would want to determine is kind of a manual curation of articles. So this is where maybe we have a specific channel in Microsoft Teams that I want to send articles to, but I want to manually trigger that process. So this is good if we have like a really high velocity kind of intelligence requirement that I want to work through and manually send selected articles from Feedly to that channel. That's the first workflow that we'll look at here today. So to do that, we're going to leverage our team boards section. And just as an example, let's say that this article is one of these articles that I'd like to maybe trigger and send to Microsoft Teams manually. So I could save this to a team board and then trigger a manual workflow using Teams. So to set this up, I'm just going to go to this Market Insights team board. I'm going to go click on the three dots here and then click on sharing. And that's going to bring up a lot of different sharing options that we have. But the main thing we're going to look at here is the Microsoft Teams integration, to where I'm going to activate the webhook. And there's also some instructions here to actually learn how to set this up on your own. But mainly what I'm going to need to do is create a webhook hook in Microsoft Teams. So to do that, I'm going to switch over to my Microsoft Teams integration here and go to my general channel, or whichever channel you'd like to choose, and click on the three dots that they have there. Go to Manage Channel, and then it should load this section for connectors here. I can click on Edit, and then once this loads up, I'll choose the webhook section for incoming webhook. Click on Configure, and once that loads, we will choose a name for the incoming webhook. So let's just call it Feedly Trending Stories, or whatever the name of the board might be. You can choose that. I can upload an image if I'd like, and then ultimately hit Create. So once I create that, and again, this is something that you would have to have potentially administrator approval for, but once you have that, or once your administrator creates this webhook, all you would need to do is copy that to your clipboard, go back to Feedly, and paste that in as your webhook URL, and then scroll down to the bottom and hit Update. Now, anytime a new article is saved to this Market Insights board, it's going to automatically send this over to Teams. So let's go ahead back to my Today folder and find that article and save it to my Market Insights board. I can see now that it's in Market Insights, and if I go back to Teams, I should be able to see that, there we go. There's a new article from Feedly coming through just as we expected. So again, this is a really good workflow for setting up a manual sharing process. You do have the ability as well to do the same similar workflow if you have like a very specific AI feed where it's like very low volume or very high priority to where you would want to get every single article that comes into the specific feed. So this might be good for like tech monitoring, generative AI use cases, or market insights. This looks like it's pretty low consumer insights. Maybe I want to send that to that specific channel as well, or to a new channel. So to do that, it's the same process. I would basically click on the AI feed, go to the three dots, click on sharing, and then create that webhook using the same exact process we used in Teams, and paste it here and hit Update. Then anytime a new article that was in this AI feed was brought into Feedly, Feedly would then automatically pipe that into your specific Teams channel. So that's the best way to kind of utilize two different workflows, one manual and one automated article delivery, and connecting that using webhooks in Microsoft Teams.